Greetings and salutations, my fellow Gords. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
I want to be a squash.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a classic pumpkin fan, but maybe like a white pumpkin.
I'm not going to take pumpkin from you. You're the goth. You get pumpkin.
We can share pumpkin, brother.
We can be different kinds of pumpkin.
Sure. I feel like there's a lot of different Gords out there for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a spaghetti squash, though.
No, those suck. Anyway, this isn't a squash tier list.
Oh, man, if it was, though.
I mean, look, we'll
We'd
put it in the bank.
squash. Okay,
we'll put it in the bank for a future video. So we realized we hadn't spoken about superheroes for a while on this channel, and
Not broadly, anyway. We talked about Thor and a little bit about Comic-Con, but that was just like reporting and, hey, Love and Thunder was a good movie, get over yourself. Also, it's not better than Multiverse of Madness. Or it is better.
I was so confused for a second.
I was confused.
I was living in an alternate universe.
I'm not used to being awake as early as I woke up the last few days, so my brain's a little bit lightly scrambled. I got the Fraser Crane going.
I think that's good for what's coming up.
Yeah, I think so too.
But if you look at the content on our channel, that's almost heresy. So we're doing a tier list, which we've been doing this year, is our yearly themed podcast, filler podcast.
Is it filler if it's content? Does it fucking matter? Look, if you love the Anime Beach episode, then does it matter if it's not important to the fucking plot and the villain switches sides for a day to get into some hijinks in a bathing suit with the heroes? No.
That's a really good outlook. Genuinely, that's a nice, very accepting way to think about anime when most people get really butthurt about stuff they see as filler in that particular genre.
Well, I mean, it depends on the filler, right? This is an aside. I'm sorry. Viewer/listener. There's a difference between this episode of Dragon Ball is literally mostly two guys screaming at each other wordlessly.
And, fun, good content.
Yeah. So.
So we're gonna do tier list.
Go ahead and begin.
I'm not sorry. I should be if you're using headphones. I'm not. We're gonna do a tier list for DC superheroes.
Yes.
And this looks to be a very general list. I don't see that they're keeping any specific version or canon, so it's a very general sort of vibe.
There are very specific versions of characters, but it's interesting. I'll say that. Before we say anything else, though, we really should. Talk about that ticker thing scrolling past the bottom.
Yeah, Patreon makes you cool.
Yeah, that is the part of it. Yeah, that's one of the links you can click in the link tree that is described in the ticker thing. And if you give us $1, immediately cool. Have you ever wanted to be cool? Have you lived your whole fucking life a sad, lonely nerd, and now you have the opportunity for coolness at your fingertips? You can play an internet episode of a podcast that nobody watches to your friends and be like, look, these guys said I was cool. They called me by my username, buttwiener69.
Which we will say if you give $1 on Patreon.
Yeah.
But Rob, a guy from Ohio, Jesse Weock, and Passion Killer 711.
We say weird names like Rob.
Yeah, who's named that?
That's disgusting. I would never be friends with or admire someone named Rob.
You could be cool.
Yeah.
Like those folks.
Yeah, even if your name is Rob. That's top tier. Also, $5 a month, you get the show you're actually on this channel for, which is Journey of Wrestling, a week early.
Which is super cool.
That makes you better than other people. For the price of a Frappuccino, you can be superior to others. You get coolness and superiority to others. These are the social things you've always wanted. I cannot deliver you the lover of your choice. I'm sorry, that is illegal in most states, and I don't have that kind of money, as I am begging for dollars on the internet.
So let's talk superheroes.
Yes! You know who doesn't have to beg for dollars on the internet? This man. And look, I found a thing I can do. Oh, it's Alan Scott Green Lantern. I don't have to strain my suddenly terrible eyes. I can just see his shitting face. He's actively pooping. Look at those veins.
This is a part of a very famous series of comic book illustrations.
I know. I just never really noticed. It looks like he's having a big poop.
That guy draws almost all faces like that.
What the fuck is going on here?
He's clenching. He's clenching his ring hand.
I don't have those veins.
You're not old.
I guess. Do you get new veins when you get old?
Yeah.
Cool. Looking forward to that.
You get wrinklier and veinier.
I've always wanted more tubes in my body.
Yeah.
So
So
where do you think he is in terms of good? Actually, this tier list, I do have to praise them. They actually have all the fucking categories this time.
Yeah, we don't have to add
I didn't
shit
have to do that.
in After Effects.
So thank you. Also, the names are underneath these, which until
Which,
I discovered...
I mean, look, there may be some omissions of superheroes from this particular list, but the quality of this list, I want to praise, because names, because not everyone knows all these fucking names, and I've done a lot of tier lists where it's, who the fuck is that? So, Alan Scott, Green Lantern. I mean, he's...
This is the one that's weak to wood, right?
Yeah, this is the one from, like, the 30s.
No, I'm playing.
This is the one from, like, way back in the day, who they eventually rebooted in the Silver Age as the Green Lantern we know today.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cool old guy. He's very powerful, but I don't think power is really what we're ranking here.
I mean, yeah, you don't need us to tell you how powerful DC characters are.
Yeah, Superman, big, strong. But, like, Alan Scott is very powerful. Ultimately, he's, in comics, mostly today, if he shows up, he's mostly just a really cool old guy who, like, is a mentor to younger heroes.
Okay. He, like, just sits around eating spaghetti and stuff?
I mean, I guess presumably he doesn't get a lot of panel time.
God, what if that was a comic?
I'd say he's, like, still good. He's not crap. So, like, I'd say a solid B tier.
B tier, all right. That's vibrant. I will remind those of you who are not longtime listeners, those of you who have only been recently subsumed into Ultimo Dragon, I guess you're going to have to listen to podcasts to figure that one out, because I totally don't remember why we say that. I'm not the DC head. That's you.
Yeah, of the two of us, I know more about DC. He knows more about Marvel.
Right. So there's a lot of shit on here where I'm going to be like, what the fuck is this? And you're going to be like, this is storied ancient character, big arms man. He is prolific and proficient in his big arms, but also known for his kicks. I think he's not very powerful, but definitely S tier.
It's I like that impression of me a lot, actually.
It's like I went with like a George Lucas plus George R.R. Martin.
Yeah,
like rolled him into a ball.
Yeah.
It sounds nothing like you, but it was very fun.
It was fun for me, honestly.
All right, this is Animal Man. I can just see that.
Okay. Do you know who Animal Man is?
Yeah, I know who Animal Man is.
Cool.
He's Manimal.
But like DC though.
Yeah.
Shush.
Manimal Man.
Manimal Man.
Manimal, comma, Ann. That was stupid.
Like I don't give a shit about Animal Man. Like I recognize that he is fun. He's like I think as far as I'm aware, he's like a guy who's a comic that is more willing to be like fun, but it's also like a part of like the green and the red and all that shit.
Yeah, they did dip into that shit. Yep.
So it gets real high concept. It gets swamp thingy at certain points. But like I don't have any cleaving to him.
Do you think that's what they call Swamp Thing's dick?
His swamp thingy?
Yeah.
As I understand it, they call it a great big tuber.
Nice. I would call it the Swamp Thingy.
You would, bud. He feels like C or maybe D tier to me. Like
yeah.
I recognize that like these are all superheroes. I kind of like all of them, even the goofy ones. But like I personally don't have any cleaving to him.
Like I might have said C, but I also wouldn't have put this man whose name I've already forgotten that high. I want to say Alan. So yeah, D tier's fine.
Okay.
Aquaman.
Is that Aquaman?
Yeah, that's here. Let's zoom in. Are you ready? Enhance. Aquaman.
Oh, he's got his fucking fish beam going. That's
fish beam. That shark does not like the fish beam.
Oh, I mean, would you? He's horrified by it. Unfortunately, this depends really heavily on the version of Aquaman.
Let's take a. This is not Aquaman 1. Some of the characters are designated with like a 1 or a 2 or whatever.
Yeah, this is clearly
this is
like
just your Aquaman melange.
Yeah, this is clearly like standard Aquaman in terms of like the character.
Ode to Aquaman.
Fucking
fish.
Yeah.
That's what that shark's upset about.
Fucking as Arthur Curry. Took me a second to remember his name.
It's the most British name in the world.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
But I think, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me about it in the comments. Some versions of Aquaman are A tier because they're kings. Because they are big, boisterous, fun-loving guys who live under the ocean and, don't afraid of anything. Some versions of Aquaman suck ass because they're like tiny dicked edgelords who are like mad all the time for no discernible reason.
They're 90s cartoon Cyclops living under the sea.
Yeah.
And then there's some versions of Aquaman that suck because they only have the fish talking power.
Yeah, that's the Super Friends Aquaman, the poor bastard.
I'm going to say a solid C for Aquaman.
Just because
he's
a character of extremes, so he middles out.
Yeah. Arsenal,
so fucking not even all the way done fucking speedy.
Yeah.
He's missing a whole arm.
He's edge speedy.
He's on China Cat.
I think this one has the arm. I think this one is still armful. This picture specifically. Yeah.
Okay, so that's when he had...
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is this?
That's Carnage, is what that is.
Why is that face? So, I don't like Roy Harper.
I don't really either.
He's like kind of a shitbag even when he's not being a junkie, and almost all interpretations of him are assholes.
It's like, what if Proto Man wasn't cool?
Yeah.
What if he were just always a dillweed?
Yeah, he's your dillweed. He's Green Arrow's dillweed little brother. Like it's sometimes they do like a father-son thing, but he always ends up Green Arrow's dillweed little brother. He's Jason Todd to Green Arrow's Batman with none of the genuine grievances.
He doesn't even have a cool hat.
He doesn't even have a cool fucking hat.
No. I'm not going to say... if Animal Man's in D tier, I'm sorry, you got to go in F tier. You're not... Animal Man's at least fine.
Look, we're gonna be kind of harsh.
Yeah, I guess that's how it's going to be. This is Embiggening Man. I believe this is the Atom.
Yeah, that's probably the Atom. Just go by the color palette.
Yeah, the Atom 2.
Okay. All right.
Wow, I can't wait till we get to Atom 12. That's a deep cut for those of you who are old like me. Adam's got cool powers. I don't know that I give a shit about him.
I mean, look, there's a gap in my DC knowledge. I didn't fucking know there was an Atom 2. I don't know if that's a different guy, or if that's the guy I know, and it's like the Green Lantern, and he's based off another older guy.
We skipped some Atoms. We only seem to have Atom 2. Maybe we'll get to him later. But I don't see that signature red and blue color scheme on anything that isn't a soup. Well, I suppose Red Tornado, but whatever.
So yeah, I'm going to assume this is the Atom. He's DC Ant-Man.
I don't even think he's as fun as Ant-Man.
Well, he also never slapped his wife. So it swings and roundabouts.
A very distinct lack of swings and roundabouts, actually. Yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of saying D.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Do you think he's cooler than Animal Man?
I think he's cooler than Animal Man.
You think he's cooler than Animal Man? I don't...
He's got cooler powers than Animal Man.
I guess. I
like turning microscopic and then beating the shit out of microscopic peoples. I think that's a cooler, better concept for a comic than Cheetah Now.
I see. There's something romantic about Animal Man for me because he's the half of Druid I hate without all the baggage of. I usually am a spellcasting wunderkind, but I've decided to become an ape today.
What I'm hearing isn't so much that you think he's cooler than... I feel like you want Animal Man in C tier. And I'm not against that.
I don't know that that's necessarily the case, but I if you think that's... I don't know much about the Atom, and what I know about the Atom is he's fine. If I worked with the Atom... at a job, I'd be like, yeah, I like the Atom.
Well, part of what I'm doing here is I don't want it to be a giant fucking block of C tier.
Sure, that's fine. I think it's fair to say Aquaman is better than Animal Man. There's some really good Aquaman out there, especially because I don't think that some versions of Aquaman are on this list. So if we're folding them together,
yeah, there we go.
It honestly probably belongs in B tier, but. Let's move on. This is fine for now. If we have to fix it later, we have to fix it later. I don't know who this Executioner... Oh, here's the Atom 1.
I have no fucking idea who this is. If that other guy is Ray Palmer, I don't know who the fuck this is. Genuinely, this is a gap in my comics knowledge. I did not know that was the second guy.
What do you know? Okay. Batgirl 3, I believe this is the current one, right?
That's Cassandra Cain.
Okay.
I can I can tell because there's no face hole.
I see it, yeah.
S.
I'd like to argue, but I'm in punching distance.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear the counter arguments. Look, I have to start where my heart is, but I'm willing to hear.
I mean, I guess I have not organized her into a thin line and snorted her up, so, like, I'm looking from a distance and going, yeah, that's pretty good. Whereas you're like, this is the best thing I've ever had. And that's kind of just where I'm sitting.
I could easily see arguments for anything from S all the way down to B. Because, like, when she's bad, she's really terrible.
But she hasn't even been around long enough to be that bad.
No. It's just but that's like when she's a villain. Anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was just a stupid villain turn.
That was just a stupid comics writer. But I'd say, you know what, honestly, all right, so how exclusive are we going to be about S tier?
You know, I say let's play games for now. Let's put her in S tier for the moment.
Okay.
Okay? If we start going, oh, no, wait, this is way better, then we can move her later. It's our podcast.
There you go. We got stroke.
I'm dying. Hubris. Immediately struck down. Talk about Batgirl 2. Or 1. Is that 3? That's 2? What's 1? What?
Barbara Gordon is Batgirl 1. What fucking weird one-off comic are you guys referencing?
What?
Now I'm confused.
I wasn't doing a bit about having a coughing fit. I got phlegmy, but this cured it. So thank you.
No, you guys list Batwoman as Batwoman.
I don't understand. Maybe they just put an extra L? No, it says Batgirl too.
That's clearly Barbara Gordon.
It's a very mannish Barbara Gordon. Like, I'm not judging or anything. Just, I usually her face is, like, more, I don't know the professional term for it. Less chinful. Jaunt.
I'm feeling, as a Batman fan, I am feeling, like, attacked, because I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
I literally watched a Linkara Secret Origins on Batgirl, the first issue where Batgirl was a thing, and it's Babs.
What? All right, let's see what happens. Batgirl, I like Oracle better. Are we counting Oracle as her own thing?
I don't think so.
Then let's fold her into this. Because, like, Batgirl, Barbara Gordon Batgirl is a college woman with, like, bad risk assessment. Oracle is a superhero.
Sure. Interesting. I'm really still blown away by this.
All right, this is the list itself is starting to get a little weird. All right. Now I feel better about fucking Adam 1 now.
So Batgirl 2. I'm gonna say above. Again, I want to say Alan.
Alan. You're not wrong. It's Alan Scott.
Solid B tier is what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, B tier. I have nothing against that.
Obviously not in power level. I'm sure he could just be like. Then again, if she had a piece of wood, if she had a ceiling tile from a shitty department store, he's dead. He can't do anything.
Those are made of foam.
What about Batwoman?
Again, this is really heavily dependent on version. Some versions of Batwoman are really cool. They're fun characters. They're part of the Bat cast. Some of them are insufferable. Just incredibly insufferable. But I don't, generally speaking, I don't feel like she evens out at C tier like Aquaman. There's just not enough material there, for me at least, because I haven't seen a whole lot of Batwoman content.
I've seen art. I can't really rate this.
I mean, like, okay, simply put, used to be in the army, is Bruce Wayne's cousin, came back from the army, decided to be a Batman. Generally more militaristic. Also, in most versions these days, a lesbian. You now have, and then is Batman. You now have all of her fucking character.
I mean, that sounds fine. I'm not familiar with her. I would say, B tier, C tier.
Yeah, I'd say B tier. There's just not enough bad content to really drag her down.
I'm going to put her underneath Alan.
Alan.
I don't know. He's starting to become charming.
See, now you're getting it. It's working. He's a charming old man.
He would offer me a Werther's original.
He really would.
Well,
honestly,
genuinely.
Genuinely would.
You look a little parched there, son. I don't have any water on me. Would you care for a Werther's original? And then he'd Green Lantern it out of his pocket and hand it to me with Green Lantern waves because he'd know I'd get a kick out of that. Beast Boy.
Garth is like a treasure. They got a fucking old ass Beast Boy.
Yeah, they really did.
They got fucking 80s ass Beast. That's the fucking Doom Patrol Beast Boy. Like, no, pull up the big image.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's from when he was in the fucking Doom Patrol.
God, look at that rat tail.
Look at that rat tail. Holy shit. Look at that fucking Casey Kasem ass 40-year-old man face. What the fuck?
I'm Beast Boy.
I mean, he's just cooler, younger Animal Man for me. Like, he's got the same...
Whereas for me, he's way more fucking annoying child Animal Man.
That's absolutely fair. Alright.
Beast Boy is 90% of the reason I have never been able to get... No. 45% of the reason I've never been able to get into Teen Titans.
Then you don't want to watch the later seasons of Young Justice either.
The other 45% is coming, and you'll hate me for it too.
Then you know what? I'm not gonna stand for Beast Boy here. I'd say put him with Animal Man.
Okay, I'm
since
gonna
they
put
have
him,
the same powers, but one is green.
I'm purely gonna put him here because that's a tighter fit.
You're not wrong. Look at that fucking rat tail.
my emotions aside,
no, that's a tighter
this
fit.
guy comes to save you, you're gonna be a little bit worried. This guy comes to save you, you're like, all right, that's a superhero. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right, cool. I don't know what that superhero is, but he's cool.
Yeah, he seems nice. Black Canary.
Did it say Black Canary or Black Canary 2?
I don't know. What if it said 5?
I would be so fucking confused. You know what? We're going to assume this is Dinah because her being the second Black Canary is sort of a later canon edition as the timeline gets stretched like fucking taffy. And she hung out with Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and like Batman.
Right.
And that timeline doesn't line up, so that's a later edition, that's a later thing. So we'll assume this is Dinah. We'll assume this is the most iconic one.
I'm gonna soft lob for A.
Yeah, Black Canary rules.
Yeah, Black Canary's awesome.
I like most Gotham superheroes, to be honest. As you might imagine, I know a lot more about them than the others.
I think if I knew Batwoman more, I might dig her as much as Black Canary, but she's just got style, she's cool.
She's got a cool motorcycle. Yeah. She got, like, a cool fucking outfit. She hangs out with Green Arrow, like good Green Arrow, not CW Green Arrow.
That man's name is Arrow.
Just
like this man's name is Alan.
That's fair.
I want to see the CW show I put on CBS actually called Alan. That's just about fucking Green Lantern just living his old Gramps life.
You know what? Look, we're reaching peak superhero saturation. Give it time.
Yeah, nice. This is Black Lightning.
I can't tell.
Yes, Black Lightning.
Black Lightning's cool as shit. Cool Black Lightning, A tier. I'm
sure.
A tier.
Yeah, that's great. Black Lightning, right there, A tier. I ain't gonna argue. Look, I can argue Cassandra Cain. This boy is good.
Yeah, Jaime Reyes is the fucking shit.
He's great.
He rules.
I like. He's not my favorite or anything, but like I can't.
He's a Spider-Man.
I have nothing to say to bring your energy down.
All Spider-Men are good.
The guy before him.
That's Ted Kord.
Yes, it is.
Ted Kord is like, all right. Ted Kord is shitty Iron Man. He's Night Owl.
Right. He sure is. I'm gonna suggest.
He did tell that guy to go fuck himself.
I'm gonna suggest B tier for the giant heroic moments he's had and for all the fun times he had with Booster Gold.
Yeah.
And you can hang out with Alan. There we go. The first one, it's not F.
No,
he's not as good as Beast Boy, though.
No, he's just not. I'm sorry. He's just that's where you belong.
Yeah, your outfit is worse.
You're a classic. You've got history on your side, but you're lame. I'm sorry. Everyone who came after you is cooler.
Next up is Booster Gold, and I have a proposal.
All right, I'm ready.
What if we just stick him right next to Blue Beetle, too?
That's where he belongs.
That's where he belongs.
Booster Gold and Ted Cord. Fucking besties for life.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a dragon?
No. It's just a weird... It's Captain Atom.
Oh!
But it's like he's skinny for some reason.
Yeah, why is... That's really, really...
That is really bizarre art.
So, like, on the one hand, he's got cool powers, but on the other hand, he's usually, like...
No one ever uses him well.
No one uses him well. The only time he ever gets really used is, like... when they need a superhero to be a jackbooted thug...
Yeah,
they call on Captain Atom.
When you need a Superman to be an asshole, but you've established your Superman as a great guy...
You have secondary Silver Superman, who is a fucking... who is a bootlicker. Just to be perfectly frank.
So I'm thinking C tier. Do you think above or below Aquaman?
No, because he actually is cool in the comics, so C tier is where he belongs. He's just, in other properties, he's not utilized any other way than just...
There we go.
Thug guy.
Man, that looks like Captain Meme Jr. Let's see what it actually says.
That's Black Adam.
Nope, Captain Marvel Jr.
Oh.
But I will.
Oh, I get he has the same color palette. I saw the lightning bolt. Mm-hmm. I don't know fuck all about the Marvel family. I'm going to be honest.
I don't really either. You can hang out there with fucking Fetish Man. This is Captain Marvel. I like
Plus
how they're
points
very
for using his actual name. Billy's a good boy.
What was that? Where was that we heard? Technically, he's Shazam's monster or whatever.
Yes, Shazam is the wizard. You're thinking of Shazam's monster. Well, it's Black Adam. Really?
I think B tier.
Billy's a good... He's like... If Captain Atom is generally used as thug dickhead Superman... Billy Batson is typically used as the Superman from the fucking 1930s newsreels.
Sure. When
you've established your Superman as like an actual grown adult. So I think B tier is fine. I like that better than a shitty thug.
I'm gonna put him just above Batwoman.
Yeah, okay.
I liked him in the movie. A lot of other properties I've seen. So he's difficult to write. I don't envy the writer in the modern era who has to write a Captain Marvel comic.
Because you have to genuinely write a child.
And a child doing adult superhero things. And not even in like the context of a young Spider-Man. First of all, he's even younger.
No, he's usually somewhere between 10 and in the more modern versions, like 14.
Yeah. So, like, that's... The fact that you usually get sort of a this is all right from him is more how difficult a position he puts the writers in to write. I want to give him a little credit for that, and it's a neat idea. I remember reading a couple of comics of his when I was a kid and being kind of amazed by them.
I think he deserves B tier because of that, and also he usually serves as a really good... His situation serves as a really good way to highlight other superheroes and their reactions to things.
That's true, yeah. He really does make teenage superheroes seem more mature by contrast.
And he makes adult superheroes seem more empathetic. Because, like, I forget which continuity it was. I think it was a fairly recent one. The pure, like, actual fury on Superman's face when he finds out that Billy's a literal child... And the first words being, "Who did this to you?"
Yeah.
That's a good moment.
Oh, it's good.
So, like, Billy deserves it because
he
is a vehicle for really interesting stories.
Yeah, that's true. Cyborg.
Cyborg is great. But I want to not put all of the people from, like, Teen Titans on, like, top. Because I was a kid when Teen Titans was on. I have a lot of nostalgia for them. But Cyborg is great. There's a lot of versions of Cyborg that are really lame, though.
Yeah.
Like, the New 52 Cyborg, where he's a founding member of the Justice League. Like, good. That's a good glow-up for him. I'm for it. But, like, they usually suck all his cool personality and fun away when they do that, and he just becomes very serious. I don't like that.
Cyborg has really kind of been all over the place, and I've had an up and down relationship with him over the years.
I feel like he's very much an Aquaman.
Okay, yeah, I'll vibe with that.
He belongs in C tier because there's just highs and lows, and
We'll put him high C.
yeah. Hey, I see.
Deadman.
Deadman is in the John Constantine fucking wing of the DC universe.
I am also here.
I mean, his power is essentially what it says on the tin. He can possess people, and he's dead.
He's interesting.
He's the whole mystic side of the DC universe isn't really my bag.
I'm gonna put him into D tier, but like he can go there because he's cool.
Yeah, he's like cool. I just don't have meh.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate is dickhead Doctor Strange.
I like the duality of him being a man controlled by my brain.
Well, all right, that's actually a good question. Are we talking about Nabu, or are we talking about like the person and Nabu as a unit?
I mean, I think we're talking about both. I think this is a symbiote Venom sort of situation.
Okay, because so it really a lot of it depends on who's under the fucking hood. Then
yeah, that's true.
But versions of Dr. Fate range from just like Merlin, just like a cool wizard guy, to like a real asshole. But
you know, I'm gonna take a swing here. I'm gonna say no. It's hard to put him with Captain Marvel. I'm gonna say high C.
That's where we've been putting a lot of the various like swingy people.
Yeah.
I'd say that I would even say low B is fine. I like Dr. Fate. When he's good, he really is good.
I think he's really great for a storytelling anchor.
He's not a good protagonist. I feel like he's really good as like a plot device.
Yeah, I agree. This woman's name is Dolphin.
No, we're racking the brain. I'm dumb and old now. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I have no clue. No clue. Donna Troy.
The wonderkin of a million origin stories.
Yep.
I guess we kind of have to take them along. I mean, this is the thing. None of them are bad. She's just been done dirty by the editorial team since her inception.
Yeah, she's a fine character.
She's not bad in any stretch of the imagination. She just doesn't really shine very often.
Yeah, I would say that's true too. She's got that cool outfit.
Yeah, she does have a cool outfit.
So she's above Beast Boy, absolutely.
Yeah, I would say either high D or low C.
High D or low C. You know, yeah, I'm gonna say low C. Let's say low C. Dr. Midnight, who I don't know a lot about, but man, looking at this picture, I want to. Does she throw owls at people?
Oh God, I fucking know who this used to be. I used to know this. I remember knowing stuff about Dr. Midnight, but it is gone.
I remember knowing. We'll put him. He can hang out with Dolphin. You know what? Let's do some rearranging here. Clearly.
Yeah. Look, these guys are getting rated on Vibe.
Yeah. I don't know what that says. I thought it said damaged man. Oh, elongated. I thought it said damaged. I literally thought it said damaged man.
I just recognize him.
Another Cletus Cassidy looking motherfucker.
Elongated man is shitty plastic man.
Yeah, he's get over here.
Even in universe, people say elongated man is shitty plastic man.
Like he's fun for a punchline, but he's a psychopath. He's not good. Why is he in the heroes list? Etrigan.
Jason Blood is cool, and if we're doing the combo, I don't like Etrigan's stupid rhyming thing. But as we're doing the combo, he's like probably with Dr. Fate. They are about the same level of really good as a guess who's showing up this week to fucking bring the superheroes into the magic side of things guy. If you want someone who's more helpful, use Dr. Fate. If you want someone who's more antagonistic, use Jason Blood or Etrigan.
So this is how I'm feeling. Let's do some moving here. I think that the mix of every Aquaman is really harming Aquaman, and I feel bad for him about that because I know some Aquaman I really like.
Oh, same, dude. Some of them rule,
but like he's not.
Some of them suck.
Some of them are so bad. Like it's and not like
we have to take that into account because if we did the best version of all these characters. Like, everything below D tier would be empty.
Right. And I mean, you know, I quietly slid Batman into S tier, for those of you who aren't watching. there are some dumb fucking Batman, but that's like the exception that makes the rule.
Yeah.
Whereas Aquaman is like 50% of the time shit. Whether that's because he's a fucking asshole and he's no fun, or he's literally just garbage at superheroing.
Like, bad at it.
Unless you have a problem that involves fish.
And then he's like the king.
Yeah. But it's not, I don't know. We got Firestorm.
Firestorm's shitty Blue Beetle. Like, they usually occupy, at least in modern comics, the same story space, and he's shittier. He's still Blue Beetle, but...
What do you think? He deserves higher than D?
No,
I don't like that a weird old man lives in his head.
Yeah, I don't like his headmate. I don't like that shit.
Sometimes they do fun shit with it, but then I think about it for anything more than 60 seconds, and I'm like...
it's creepy.
I don't want that for anyone. That's bad.
That sucks. And in some versions, it's more like the Firestorm is the amalgam of these two people. It just so happens to look like the one who's more visually interesting and not the old guy.
I kind of like some old dude in a lab coat stomping around. I'm here to help!
All right. I'm fine with him in D tier. The difference is Blue Beetle is a Spider-Man and all Spider-Men are good. Firestorm isn't a Spider-Man, but he is a Blue Beetle.
Absolutely not. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Again, really high on the power level scale, but that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. He just also upsets me.
Because if we were doing the power level scale, all three of these motherfuckers would stand alone in S tier.
Doing the power level scale, it's Batman. He's got authorial powers. Also, he's made of bats or something now.
I think they actually genuinely recently put his fucking plot armor as an in-universe power.
DC's off the rails right now. And I don't mean that as a bad thing necessarily.
No, sometimes they do some really interesting shit with that.
Yeah. All right, let's start with Flash 1.
Yeah, let's do it in numerical order. Yeah. Flash 1, Jay Garrick belongs with Alan Scott in Cool Old Man tier.
All right. Actually, I honestly think he's a better hero, so I'm going to put him there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Than Alan.
Yeah, no.
Alan's a great granddad.
Yeah. And then the Flash 2 and 3 are Barry and Wally. And now that they're separated, and I can use them as separate characters, because a lot of times it's just the depiction is an amalgam of the two. Wally is great. Yeah. Barry's a loser.
Yeah, Barry sucks. Where do you think Wally lands?
Wally lands somewhere A tier for me.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, Wally is great. Barry's a loser.
Better than Black Lightning? Barry...
He's still a Flash.
We're not really counting power levels like you said. He's got some cool trick. You know what?
He's got some good, like, really heartfelt story beats. Let's be real here. And the CW show really raises his stock.
Yeah.
Because it's the one version of Barry who isn't just stealing Wally's identity, who is good.
And... I mean, unfortunately, we haven't seen that much of the CW show.
I've seen a fair amount of, like, 6 to 8 episodes overall throughout the run. Just caught various portions that sounded interesting. He's heartfelt. He's earnest. He's very much like a blue chipper, like a fucking white meat-ass babyface. Mm-hmm. But at least he's not trying to steal Wally's fucking identity, which I do not like when they do that.
No, I agree. All right, it's your boy Green Arrow.
Green Arrow, look, that guy, that guy fucking rules.
Yeah.
He's fun, he's, as the quote goes, an old lefty, and he's just a guy who recognizes how fucking absurd being a superhero is, and he's Batman if Batman was fun instead of tortured, even though he did go through some real shit. He's not S tier.
No, I would solidly put him next to his lady there.
Yeah. The power couple, Black Canary and Green Arrow. I like them both. Okay, so now we're in the fucking Lantern Zone.
We got a couple lanterns.
God, there's so many of these motherfuckers.
Wait, hold on.
That's Guy Gardner.
I thought it was John Stewart at first, but now I do see it's Guy Gardner.
That's Guy Gardner.
Wow.
He goes in one punch tier. That's right.
He can't even punch a guy really far away. Like, what good are you? That's like dudes who are really good at punching people who are far away. This asshole, stretchy arms man, and guy with punch arrows.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking,
You lose F tier. I'm sorry.
Hal. Where do we think about Hal?
Hal is a really good character, even if he is usually kind of a tool.
A tool and a little bland overall.
Yeah, I'd say he's too bland to rise above B tier.
Yeah.
Where do we end up putting fucking Barry Allen? Yeah, I'd say somewhere in there. I would be happy with him at the bottom of that tier.
Below Aquaman?
I don't give much of a shit about Hal Jordan. Look, if we're being honest,
that's fair, you know.
Like, there's one Green Lantern who has all of my nostalgia points. And we haven't gotten to him yet.
No, we're going in order. Hawk and Dove.
Man, I want to like them more. They're interesting, but boy howdy, do they have They have jobber energy.
You know what, though? They don't upset me.
They have jobber energy.
They do not... I don't look at Hawk and Dove and go, oh. Well, I mean, depending on the storyline, but still.
Is that Hawk Girl,
Hawk Girl and Hawk Man,
Those are two wildly different tiers.
You don't want my opinion on this, but...
No, I actually really do.
I would drop them both in F tier. I've never given a fuck about either of these heroes. They seem like weird... It seems like you were running a DC show and then invited a random Hanna-Barbera character. It would be like putting Scooby-fucking-Doo.
And they usually are, like, together as a unit. They're usually like a married couple.
Or even when they're separate, it's like, okay...
When they're separate, it's usually just Hawk Girl showing up.
It depends on the thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, like, Hawkgirl is generally used as a token female to round out a cast. If you can't afford Wonder Woman, we have Wonder Woman at home.
And normally it's both of them.
And Hawkman is, like, even less interesting. I just have never given a fuck about these people.
They have very interesting backstories that vary.
That never come into play.
No, never. In one version, they used to be Egyptian gods. And then sometimes they're aliens, sometimes they're both. They've got very interesting stories, but, like, I like Hawkgirl for a few moments in the DCAU that I really love. And that's it, and I don't know that it's enough to bring the character up.
I am willing to give you an entire letter grade based on Rob Zombie's Cthulhu performance, but that's what I've got.
And that is the fucking arc that I'm thinking of.
It was really good. Like,
but that's one appearance of a fucking storied history of
I mean, like, you can make a good character out of either of these. It's just that no one really ever does.
If we're using the best version of the character, everything, I mean, honestly, below C tier is probably going to end up pretty empty. So we got to use the average, and on average, she sucks.
Alright, you guys can go here.
Oh, man. Oh, they're below Guy?
You know what?
They can at least fly.
There we go.
Yeah. I like that.
I think this is the shitty one.
That's just a whole bunch of colors to me.
Yeah, the shitty one.
That's fucking Bart Allen. That's Impulse.
Yeah,
he has all of Barry Allen's loser points and then plus cringe. Plus ratio. Plus you're from the future.
Hawkman redemption arc.
Get effed.
Man, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, Jessie Quick. I don't know shit about Jessie Quick.
I mean, she's honestly, that's one of the elite, I think.
Like the Young Bucks?
God, now I want them to come up dressed. I want fucking Kenny Omega dressed as Manchester Black so much.
Oh, that elite? What the fuck is she doing there?
They were heroes for a while. Look,
like for a half a comic.
She's usually a bad guy. She's usually a Flash villain.
I wish this tier were labeled what the fuck, because, like, you could hang out there with Elongated Man.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Jessie Quick, and this is like Jessie Quick 2. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you... I mean, I don't know.
F or don't know. Either she's like not really, you don't really belong on this list. Villains have different metrics than heroes, or I don't know who the fuck that is.
I'm curious about Captain Marvel Jr., so, you know, she can go there. I don't know who this woman is.
That's another Green Lantern.
I get that. I just don't know who show. Okay, Jessica Cruz.
That's after my time, homie.
She looks cool.
She looks cool as fuck, but like that is, I do not know this Green Lantern.
Don't know this Green Lantern.
There he is, right up there. You goddamn right. That's where he belongs. That's the coolest Green Lantern. Fucking fight me. John Stewart rules.
I forgot Kyle Rayner existed.
John Stewart fucking rules. Like,
I have nothing to add to your statement.
He's a functional adult.
He is.
And
he is
like,
the perfect
shouldn't-
space cop. He is the ideal space
Yeah,
cop.
he fucking... I get cop
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Yes. Kyle Rayner, I mean, it's fine. You're a Spider-Man, I guess. You can't... I can't put you too low.
Do you think he's better than the OG, or does he belong in D tier with Animal Man?
We're not doing power scaling.
No.
So... I don't want to put him in C tier, just because that feels like a cop-out.
Do you like him more than Beast Boy?
No.
Okay. He's also got questionable fits.
He's got a big, weird mask.
What is that? Why would you do that? I kind of like this, not these. I kind of like this, but I don't... This was terrible. Don't cover your nose with that. Looks weird, pal.
It's too big, and it's very chunky, usually. He's a Spider-Man, and, like, all Spider-Men are good, but, like, at the same time... Like, he's usually kind of a lame-o as a person.
Martian Manhunter, I would put, I think, above Black Lightning. I'm curious to see what you would think.
That seems fair.
Okay. I really came around on him in the last 10 years.
Martian Manhunter is usually really cool.
Yeah, he's good dad. He might not be able to go out adventuring because literally everyone has access to fire, but he will do his best to help.
That's another Marvel family member. Mary?
She's fine.
It's Mary Marvel, I think, right?
I don't know. It might be Moira. Let's look closer. Yeah, Mary.
I mean, like, she goes with the other Marvel family members in that. Aside from Billy, I don't really know fuck all about any of you.
She's alright.
I think it's because, like, I never got into the comics, like Shazam comics, because that is the name of the comic series.
There we go.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And, like, only Billy and Adam end up in the adaptations. The rest of those fuckers never make it in. I don't know who the fuck that is.
His power is assaulting notebooks. Script.
All I know about you is you rip out pages from books. You're a loser. Don't note here.
He was, that's what, shit, what's that wrestler's name? Conan?
Oh my god, he's even got the same hat!
Get out, you can...
He's above the sex pest.
Yeah, he's above the sex pest. This bitch shits in beds. Fuck her. I'm joking. It's Mara.
So if we're taking the like aggregate of all appearances, sometimes Mara's really cool, but like sometimes an appearance is so bad that it fucks you. So I will accept wherever you want to, wherever your heart says.
I feel like that. Like
Okay.
I feel like even when she's cool, she's like substitute teacher cool. Like
Yeah,
in that you never see her, but when she's there, it's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna watch a video Disney afternoon tape compilation today. Nice, thanks for showing up. All right, and I'll see you later.
So this guy, the next one doesn't like. It's the Jesse.
Why is he here?
That's a Jesse Quick vibe. Yeah, Absorbing Man does stuff. That's his name, right?
Metamorpho is what they have him under, but yeah, that's Absorbing Man.
Okay. All right, maybe fucking sure.
I think that's fine.
He's got it's a Jesse Quick vibe, right? Like, yeah, sometimes you're heroic, but normally you're not.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Speedy. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
I mean, at least he's either a villain or he's a hero, I guess, sometimes. It's not that he's a hero who's terrible at being a fucking hero.
That's fair.
Right down to just doing a bunch of heroin.
Oh, shit. Now we get to the good fucking ward, the good kid sidekick, the original, the OG, fucking Nightwing.
Let me put this out there. I don't like Dick Grayson very much. Not that I hate him. Just as a character, he's, especially as he's aged, a little bland to me.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Especially in the faces of other Robins. Like,
he's well adjusted.
He's got edgy Superman energy. And I don't mean with the powers. I mean just as like he's a nice guy trying to do his best. But hey, fuck you.
I mean, no, normally that's Jason Todd.
Well, no, that's not a nice guy trying to do his best. No. That's just, hey, fuck you.
But like, Nightwing, the problem with Nightwing is that he is actually just a well-adjusted, like, Bruce, for all his many faults, did a good job raising Richard Grayson.
I feel like
he ended up as like a nice, well-adjusted guy.
I feel like he got there almost on accident. Like,
look, Bruce is like a garbage human, so it's not like this was a pure fucking, we rolled the dice and came up fucking 20.
Yeah. He learned a lot.
I think he serves as a great counterpoint to Bruce, and he serves as a great character on his own, but, like, he is just well adjusted, so the stories about him end up being, like, personal drama that isn't based on, like, a person's, like, internal strife. They become very external. What I mean by that is, like, it's a soap opera.
Sure.
And if we were doing tier list of who crushes the most fucking puss, he'd be an S tier because he gets laid all the time.
Well, and a lot of his worst points are just pure angst.
He has that same Kyle Rayner has the same problem, but Nightwing's cooler.
Yeah. I'm gonna say King of B tier. I think he's better than Batgirl, but like
worse than Oracle, but that's Batgirl on the screen.
Oof, yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
Zatanna.
Is that the Phantom Stranger? Holy shit!
Is that not Zatanna?
No.
Oh shit! Phantom Stranger. Tiny fucking image.
Okay.
Fucking Phantom Stranger. Holy shit. I mean, he's like real classic, but he has almost no character traits.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I don't know because that's hard to. Like,
he has almost no character traits.
Yeah, that's like background superhero number 347. You have to do some deep cuts to get.
He's
in
real
there.
Classic, but like, I feel no need to fucking pay respects to the elders. Plastic Man is a king. I mean that in all senses of the word.
What a guy. He's I can't. It's good. It's good. He's good. He's powerful.
That's Power Girl, right?
That is Power Girl. That's the smallest boob window I've ever seen on that woman, but that is Power
They
Girl.
can't get rid of it because it's a part of the costume,
Right.
but they do not like it these days.
It's done in crayon for some reason. That's interesting.
Why is that like fan art of Power Girl? What the hell?
Okay, whatever.
I mean, she's just like adult, cooler Supergirl.
I don't think she's as cool as...
We haven't
Animal
gotten
Man.
to Supergirl yet.
I don't think she's as cool as Animal Man. What are your feelings on her Beast Boy?
She's better than Beast Boy.
Better than Beast Boy.
She's at least a Kryptonian. That's
Sure.
a cool power set.
All right. I don't think we can put him in S tier. I don't think we can justify that. I don't think we can.
Aglet's purpose is sinister.
Fine. It's fine.
No, jokes aside, the question is great. Is that fucking Vic or is that Renee?
I think it's Vic.
Yeah, that's Vic. That's old art. The question's great, but like ultimately he is like a mid-Carter at best.
I don't know that I care that he's a mid-Carter though. I mean, this is just about how much fun we're having. You know what I mean?
Fucking Luthor is Luthor.
I'd say Plastic Man zoned. Would you like to move him here?
No,
Maybe put him below
honestly,
Nightwing?
with Plastic Man is a great because I like them for the same reasons, which are really fun, interesting character, and comic books are fucking wacky.
Yeah, that's true. We have Raven in some of the worst fucking Raven outfits. I hate these outfits so much. These style outfits for her genuinely degrade the character by 2 letter grades for me.
I don't know what you mean by these style outfits.
These ones where she's wearing this, like, 1980s workout gear, but goth, though, and then a big fucking Spawn cloak.
So her normal outfit?
Yes, I hate it. If I will say one thing about the Teen Titans cartoon, is that they took her into a good version of that shit.
Like, yeah, because even her Teen Titans outfit is just a leotard and a big fucking cloak.
Sure, it just
And a
doesn't.
belt.
It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like she's a weird hooker at a costume party.
Well, there are a few reasons for that. They're all based on character design. 1, they emphasize the cloak more than the leotard. 2, they change her skin color, which allows for a better visual palette.
Yes.
And 3, most importantly, they tone down the vacuum suction on the leotard.
Right. Yeah.
It looks like a piece of fabric a human is wearing, and not like vacuum packed chicken.
I would love her design if they would take it in the direction of Cloak from Cloak and Dagger. I think she
Where
would
you
look
almost always
so
just see the
fucking cool.
cloak?
Yeah, it would do so much for her as a character. But whatever. That's.
No, I mean, like, costume design's part of it, right?
I mean, it's part of it, but like I know she has other costumes and they're fine. I'm just mad at the picture this person chose.
For me, this is a tale of two extremes. I really like the version from Teen Titans, as you might expect. I don't give a shit about any of the other versions of Raven. They're usually kind of lame.
That's fair and accurate. What do you think? Queen and D tier, or does she belong here with Aquaman and?
No, I feel like she's a C tier. It's not as bad as if she was really great and really terrible, but pretty good and meh ends up in the same place.
Yeah. All right. Well, where around here do you think?
Honestly, this is all a pretty even lineup for me. Put her with Cyborg and Donna Troy, Titans together.
Okay. Red Hood.
Red Hood is like, that's good comic storytelling.
Yeah, it is.
That is taking what was at the time a shock value fucking.
I mean, shock value, and also no one was going for it.
No, it wasn't getting over. I'm sorry.
I've heard that vote was worked.
Oh, I would.
Like that there was like some fan or group of fans who like spammed the hotline thing.
I absolutely would believe that. Comics fans are fucking losers. But I am a comics fan, just so we're clear. I want to make sure you know where I'm coming from when I say that. But like they took what was at the time a very shock value fucking pointless murder decision, and then they told such good stories with it, and then Jason got to develop from there into a really cool character. He's the Punisher.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to suggest there.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. Of all the kids, and if we have to take Cassandra out of S tier, because honestly, I love her, but memes aside, she doesn't really belong there. Can we put Cassandra at the top of that list?
At the top, down all the way to B tier?
That's where she belongs, if I'm not being memey.
Okay.
I love her personally, but like...
There's about to be some conflict.
There's not a lot of material there, you know? There's not a lot of juice.
I feel like Red Tornado belongs in Team Dad.
Team Dad? Yeah. Oh, he's absolutely a dad.
I'm thinking like right above Captain Marvel. Still in the dad zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Now it's Robin fight. Now it's time for Robin fight.
Yeah.
Which one is which? I don't know.
That's the shitty child.
That's Damien? F tier.
Yes.
Fuck him.
I feel like they've done... Look, all right. I'll take that. Because there is some storytelling they've done with Damien that is exceptional. Unfortunately, they have a backlog of his introduction and like 5 to 8 years after that where he was just garbage.
For me, he is my Beast Boy. I can handle...
Beast Boy is here.
That's look, then we can put him right next. I will absolutely take that.
All right. I'll even take him...
My heart says F tier. Because for me, I can handle youthful exuberance a lot better than I can a little tiny bastard being an edgelord. And shitting and edgelording up my comic.
Oh yeah, and he was terrible for that period of time.
But
they've done good storytelling with him.
But they have the same problem. Child is insufferable.
Yeah. I really like what they did with him in Injustice. I really like what they've done with him in the last few years, where he's actually part of the family. It gives the Bat Kids a Ninja Turtles vibe, and you know I'm about that.
That's actually really fair. Yeah. He is very much the Raphael of the group.
You know, we've got Aquaman in C tier because he's got such a shit series of character interpretations to go with. I'm absolutely fine with it.
There's a universe where I want to like Damian Wayne, especially because of who introduced him. It's a comics writer I really like. It's Grant Morrison.
I didn't need to know that, but thank you for telling the listener.
I just don't. He's just a little shitbag. So I will take... I like Garth. I like Beast Boy. You like a lot of what they've done with Damian. But they do have problems. I'm happy with that.
Also, I don't feel like Beast Boy has changed much, ironically.
No.
Ever.
The most recent thing, the thing I haven't... like the recent seasons of Young Justice.
That.
I haven't watched them because that's just fucking depressing.
I feel like the recent comics, Beast Boy started doing some weird shit.
They're taking the character in a more like he's developing.
Right.
He's finally becoming an adult and like growing up.
It's Beast Man now, Dad.
And like it's telling more mature stories. And in Young Justice, as I understand it, he's been suicidal for a little while, and that's fucked up. I stopped watching Young Justice because that show got real fucking depressing. All right, now it's time for your boy.
Yeah, it's time for Sprockets.
Timothy Drake.
Also known as Best Robin.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. And I really appreciate that he put Robin in here, or she. I don't know who made this list. Them. I like the Robin thing. Look, Red Robin is okay. It's a good way to make an adult version of your character. But that look is so fucking good.
Red Robin's a dumb outfit.
It is. It's not
the
great.
Cyclops the Cyclops penis head is not good.
If they just changed the green parts of his gear to yellow or something,
or black.
It's fine. Black, sure.
But, like, Tim Drake's the best Robin. I don't
great.
think that's disputable.
No, I don't, like, my gut wants to rate him higher, and we've already moved Cassandra down.
I would say they belong, that's best Robin, best Batgirl.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm going to do you a boon. I'm going to put him below.
That's good, because I haven't fought you.
I like him a lot, but I don't think I like him as much as you like her. This is Sandman, and it's not Dream.
Yeah, that's the shitty Sandman.
He makes you sleep or something? I don't fucking know.
I don't care. I don't. He's got, like, a fun gas mask.
Yeah, what do we think his outfit's better than the Phantom Stranger?
Nah, dude, look at Phantom Stranger got the drip.
What the fuck is this? We got another Green Lantern? I thought we were out. Simon Baz, he's got a gun!
Oh, he's got a fucking gun! And he's got that Dude, that fucking that mask is terrible.
That mask is
That
terrible.
is some Mucha Lucha looking shit. That does not fit with the Green Lantern vibe. I'm sorry, it just don't.
It is weird.
But I love that he has a fucking gun. He goes above all of the other. No, yeah,
above,
yeah,
you think
yeah.
so? All right.
He has a gun. That one doesn't.
This is the Spectre, I think.
Okay, so like S tier, like top of S tier if we're doing power levels, but otherwise he's just kind of a judgy prick.
Just Dr.
Yeah,
Fate.
I mean, yeah.
Second Doctor. You know what? Let's.
There you go.
Yeah, honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, let's get some respect here. What is that? That's
Barry.
Yeah, that's Barry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know what?
Let's get some. No, I changed my mind.
I wish to make a controversial pitch. I don't. If no is fine, but I'm aware I'm the one who put him down here in the first place. In the spirit of Titans together, although Garth can stay where he is. Where are the rest of the Teen Titans and compared to Cyborg? Oh yeah, no, they're right there.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Except for Robin.
Except for whichever one of these guys, and they're there. So, depending on which version of the Titans you're enjoying. Hello, welcome again to Fighty Town.
Oh no, well, we got the Stephanie Brown, didn't we?
Yep.
She's fine, man. She's a good character. She is a good character.
You know what? But if we have to follow the Aquaman rule, we have to follow the Aquaman rule.
Yeah, and like you must take the good with the bad. You must take the sweet with the sour.
This hurts my bones. That hurts my bones a lot.
She's got more bad than Cassandra
does.
does.
Have a lot of bad.
When she's good, she's fucking
When
killer.
she's good, I fucking love spoiler. Like, I mean, you guys, if you didn't watch the top 10s last year, I think it was, I love spoiler. I love her a lot. They took her through some bullshit.
Yeah, basically she had the same problem as Cassandra, but it went on a lot longer.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. I think they're hanging out now.
Good, yes!
Yeah, they're doing cool shit. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. So, you know what? Thinking about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Titans together, spoiler is better. That's the slogan.
Yeah!
Speaking of Titans...
Titans together. I mean, like, she belongs firmly in C tier.
You got it.
I've never really caped for Starfire.
I'm not going to separate her from the others, but I would put Flash above. Honestly, I would put her in D tier. I don't care for her. She's someone's weird, sexy Dragon Ball insert.
It really felt like someone was bringing you into their magical realm.
It really did.
Like, she's a character, and a lot of versions of her do really good things with that particular character quirk, but it does feel like a fetish character. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I like Starfire because a lot of her adaptations are unrelentingly optimistic and hopeful. And you're going to see in a minute that I really like that in comic book characters. But at the same time, like, the bad is bad. The bad is cringy as fuck. The bad is written by a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. And I've just never, like, I find her annoying. I do like the positivity. But she's not as bad as Beast Boy.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's about where I would say. Okay, Steel's another one where I kind of have to rein myself in a little bit.
I really like Steel.
I love Steel.
I love Steel. John Henry Irons is fucking great. He's fucking Iron Man.
He's self-made Superman, yeah.
He is fucking working class Iron Man.
Yeah.
He is Superman, but made in a cave with a box of scraps. Fucking...
Alright, this is what my heart says.
Sold.
Alright, cool.
Steel rules. You don't gotta rein in shit.
Awesome. Fantastic. I literally don't know who the fuck this is.
That's, Clark's son.
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Where does
I believe
Clarkson
he is currently Superman, actually.
Okay.
He's bi. Or
Good for
pan.
him.
I don't remember which one he goes by. And he is Superman. And he's usually... At least I think that's who that is. I don't recognize the art, but I have to assume. He's fine. He's fine. He doesn't have the cachet that Clark does, and he doesn't have enough development that I'm aware of to feel like a Nightwing. So, meh?
I'm gonna need a letter, because I would put him in the don't know tier. I don't know who this child is.
You know what? Since I'm not sure if that's who that is, put him there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good. If we have to take the good with the bad...
Oh, yeah, Superboy Prime counts. Look, I love that cool-ass leather jacket, and that Superboy, Con-El, because that's Con-El, has a lot of really good versions. A lot of really, really good versions that I really like. Small problem. Superboy Prime is a part of that continuity.
You know what?
And Superboy Prime is the cringiest fucking thing in the universe.
Let's give him some lift. You're right. He does have a lot of good stories. I'll say King of D tier. I will say that all of the good...
He's Unseated Dead Man?
He's just, yeah, he's weighed down by that arc.
It's, yeah, that's absolutely...
That's like, I mean, if you were somebody who hated Spider-Man because of One More Day, that's the same energy.
Like, but worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, it is worse, but I could see somebody hating Spider-Man entirely because of One More Day being a thing, and I would say that's a similar...
Superboy Prime is the cringiest fucking thing.
It's so
it is
stupid.
Pure, undiluted cringe, and I hate it.
Supergirl. Who did we say was more interesting? Supergirl?
Power Girl.
Okay.
She's up in mid-D tier.
Mid-D.
Supergirl does have, like, a fun CW show, and I'm sure it's nice and everything, but, like, meh.
Did you say she's better than Beast Boy?
Yeah, I would say she's between the two.
Okay. There we go. Soups.
Like, you're gonna have to fight me to put him below S tier.
Really? I don't know that I want to fight you.
Like, fucking... Look, Superman has the most material. He has the highest highs and the lowest lows. Some of Superman is incredibly bad. Some of Superman is incredibly goofy, or not in a good way, or boring, or sanctimonious.
All right, I have a pre-compromise here.
But, like, Superman has made me cry on several occasions.
Where in S tier would you like to put Superman?
Bottom is fine.
Bottom of
S tier? He just belongs in S tier.
That's fine. This is the compromise, all right? I'm the guy with the dark hair holding his hands out.
I don't recognize
That's Swamp Thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. On a cold.
I would not have put Swamp Thing in S tier myself.
He is... I just... Especially part of the green, I find him so fascinating. He's
a solid B for me. He's not bad.
Sure.
But, I assume Superman's somewhere in D tier for you?
No. You've really done a lot to elevate Superman in my eyes. He's not going to ever be my favorite anything.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
He's just, like... There's a lot of bad in Superman.
There's a lot.
Bad morality takes, or super dickery, or, just boring motherfucker.
Which is the worst sin. Give me, like... Boo or cheer is better than silence.
For me, MCU Captain America is the best version of Superman.
Yeah, yes, correct. Because it has all of the things I like about Superman, the best parts of him, there. The only other part is unthinking moral gentleness in the face of overwhelming power, which MCU Captain America doesn't have.
True.
But, like... All the other parts of Superman I love, yeah, Captain America. He's just a paladin. Dude.
Yeah. So I would, he would probably be in C, maybe B tier for me, depending.
So yeah, as a compromise,
yeah,
they grab each other by the bootstraps and lift themselves up.
I I have a thing for nature spirits in general.
Dude,
and,
Swamp Thing is cool.
And the fact that Swamp Thing went from being a dude to what he is now is just like, it's so cool. What a tapestry.
It's one of the best things Alan Moore ever did.
Sure. That guy looks like his name is Damaged. I don't think it is. There's 2 guys now I thought were Damaged. Tempest. He's got a skeleton.
Okay, so do you know who this is?
I have no fucking clue. Is that his skeleton?
It's Aqualad.
What the fuck?
He got much cooler.
I'm so sorry.
Look, that's not the Aqualad that it would be on my list.
What a weird picture choice and name.
That's Aqualad.
Okay.
He doesn't go above Aquaman.
This is Conor McGregor Aqualad, I think. We could put him... Look, he's better than Superboy. I don't know, unless he killed Superman.
Not that I'm aware of.
This can't be so bad that it's worse than Superboy Prime.
You know what? That's a good line for what belongs in D tier.
Yeah. Vixen.
Vixen is... She's Animal Man and Garth. She's the same. Well, she has. All right. She doesn't turn into animals, but she has like animal themed powers.
Wow. You know, you said that, and I don't. Oh, he's uplifted. He's uplifted.
You just were fucking flashing back to fucking punching through the 4th wall.
Yeah. Do you think Vixen is better than these people here? Where would you put Vixen?
I'd put her below Garth personally. Like, I'm aware that Garth is being capped.
You keep saying Garth, and I'm so unfamiliar with the character that I'm like, isn't his name Garfield?
Yeah, actually, I believe it is Garfield. I think it's Garth in like one version, but
and that's the one that stuck.
Yeah, I believe it's Garfield Logan. You're absolutely right. I've been using the wrong name this whole time.
Do you want to redo the whole podcast?
No, not at all.
Okay.
This is important for you guys to know. I'm dumb as fuck. Even characters I really like, I misremember shit
I mean,
about.
how did we start the podcast? I said my wrong opinion. Oh, Wildcat.
He belongs in Grandpa tier with fucking Jay Garrick and Alan Scott.
I'm not really familiar with Wildcat.
Would you like me to explain who Wildcat is?
Sure, man. While I slot him in. Would
Ted,
he give me a Werther's original?
He would teach you how to do push-ups.
Okay, so yeah, he can be under.
So I got fucking Garfield Logan's name wrong this whole time, so bear with me. But Ted Knight, I believe, is his name.
The actor?
I think they have the same name, yeah. And he is Justice Society, like Jay Garrick guy.
Okay.
He's like big, boisterous bruiser.
Can I interrupt you with a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is he Catman?
Yeah, he's Catman.
Okay. I've never heard him as Wildcat or in the black outfit.
Well, I think they are technically different people, but for your purposes...
Okay, he
is Catman.
Functionally speaking, this is Catman.
He's the guy who trained Dinah.
In all ways but physical, I am Catman.
Yeah. He's the guy who trained Black Canary.
Okay. I think that's Catman.
He's he's her mentor. He's a really old, but still hale and hearty boxer guy. He's Reinhardt.
Okay. I dig that. And I like Catman. So there's no Catman here, so spiritual Catman can... Or actual Catman, we don't know. And we're not going to Google it.
No, fuck that.
Wonder Girl 2, that's forgettable Titan, right?
They're all Donna Troy to me, man. I recognize that that's not the case, but they're all Donna Troy to me.
Just gonna sneak you over here. Yeah, your outfit's not even as good as Superboy there. All right, Wendy, I think that's some S tier shit. Where do you think?
Yeah,
I'm feeling this.
That's fair.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I like Black Canary better, but I don't know that I can take her out of S tier.
I know I like Black Canary better.
Yeah.
Problem is, one of those two is fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah. All right, and we end on the Lacey Chabert rule.
Oh, Zatanna. So where
above Raven, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thoughts? Should we elevate her to B tier?
Bottom of B.
Bottom of B, better than...
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Not better than Captain Marvel.
Okay, well, that's the list. If you've been listening this whole time, now's the time to look.
And fucking kudos to you, because If you're a DC Comics fan, I actually feel a little bit of nerd shame about getting that name wrong this whole time. I'm gonna be straight with y'all.
What? If somebody didn't hear us so well, I mean, our podcast runs a little quiet for reasons I have not been able to technically figure out. Because if I amplify us, boy, do we sound like. Maybe they thought you were saying Garf.
Oh, what a terrible nickname for him. Thanks. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
So all right, let's look at S tier.
Yeah.
Is Jaime Reyes the best character in DC?
I didn't put him there. I mean, I did, but
but genuinely, let's get S tier right.
Okay.
The rest, I'm fine with leaving where they are. There's no need to belabor the point, but you listen here. But I don't think it's too controversial, because I wouldn't put Batman up there.
I wouldn't either. Again, we're taking the aggregate, and while Batman hasn't had as low of lows as Superman...
He has had some low fucking lows.
Yeah, Spar exists.
Yes, it does. Jon Stewart feels... I don't know. He feels like there's not enough of him.
There's a lot of Jon Stewart. I just feel like he's been... He's creamy peanut butter, man. Like, he's just what he is, and perfect at it.
Superman has too low of lows.
And I would argue overall in Superman's quality. Yeah, I mean...
Should it be Swamp Thing?
That might be accurate, actually.
You know what?
Wonder Woman's early fetish years have been really overwhelmed in everything she's done since.
Since then, it's only really been like Amazon's Attack that's super cringe.
Yeah.
Should it be Swamp Thing?
I don't know that. Look,
Jaime at the very tippy top feels wrong. And I'm the reason he's up there, so that feels like...
But, I would have still put him... Like, it's the Swamp Thing Superman rule. I still would have put him in, like, A or B tier. He is a great character. I don't think he has enough stuff. His comic run did not last long enough. He's been in stuff since, but it's, side stuff. That's my only complaint about him. All the stuff they did with him has been really
I guess he just ends up there because I don't want to put Batman at number 1.
Who else would you put there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just very complex. I think they're all kind of tied.
I think the time for Batman is coming to a close. And while I don't think we'll ever be without a Batman, I just don't think he's the king for us anymore.
No.
And that's fine. You're allowed to fade into the darkness and let your youths, the people you trained, everybody from Batgirl 3 to this guy, whose name I've already forgotten, The Flash. I was looking like it said his real name under there. It's Jay, right?
He trained Jay Garrick.
Yeah, he trained Jay Garrick, and both Flashes actually, and the Question, not Plastic Man. Plastic Man refused to be trained.